The numbers with the U.S. economy continue to get worse. We are seeing the price of everything, and by everything, I mean literally everything. A report from last week showed us everything today is more expensive than it was a year ago. So inflation keeps rising. Unemployment is rising. Wages are remaining steady, not increasing. All of those things, those three things together, actually point to stagflation, but more importantly, as these prices continue to rise, as consumer spending begins to shrink, we're going to see GDP shrink as well. When that happens, for enough consecutive quarters, actually just 2 of them, that is officially a recession. That leads me to another Q&A here. This is from Island Girl 0719, who says, how far away do you actually think we are from a recession? Well, I can give you the official answer to that, or I can give you what I believe and what I see with my own eyes. First, let me give you the official answer. We could technically be as close as 6 months away from a recession because you have to have 2 quarters of negative GDP growth to officially hit that recession. So it would have to be 6 months away. But in reality, we're in a recession. Like, let's not beat around the bush. We meet all the requirements for a recession minus the shrinking GDP, which we have to rely on that from the Trump administration, filled with a bunch of people who literally admitted to us that we're going to cook the books. We're going to change the way we calculate GDP to make it look higher. They literally said that in March. I talked about it at the time. So we have to take their word for it that GDP is actually growing. Okay, I'm not going to do that because this administration has not ever told us anything that's accurate or real. So if you were to ask me after those first quarter numbers came out and they were horrific and showed we were only 3 months away from a recession, I think we actually hit the recession back at the beginning of July. I mean, if you look around you, does this look like a booming economy? Does this look like an economy that's growing at 2.8% every 3 months? No, it's not. Businesses are laying off record amounts of people. American farms are about to just disappear from existence. You can't buy as much with your same paycheck as you did a year ago. That's a recession, folks. I don't know how to spell it out, but I don't believe the numbers coming out of this administration, and you shouldn't either. We're losing jobs each month. We're not gaining anything. Things are so bad, and we're being lied to by the administration. And they told us, again, all the way starting back in March, they were going to lie to us. We're going to change the way we calculate GDP. We're going to take out government spending, and we're going to recalculate these things here, and then that's what GDP is. But that doesn't matter. Government's the biggest spender in the country. So, that's kind of a dumb thing to do. But if government spending was slowing, then it would show the economy slowing. So they wanted to slow government spending, even though they didn't. And then, so, it's all stupid. But anyway, that was the thing. That's what happened back in March. But we're in a recession. Maybe not on paper, but at least in the minds of the American public. And that is, according, by the way, to the latest polling data, most people do say we're in a recession. So on paper, it may be roughly 6 months away. But in the minds of the people who actually deal with and run